Welcome to iHeartGeek.
Please, I'll be your best friend.
And welcome to iHeartGeek Cute Edition.
You know, I was going to say that I'm glad that the soul, well, maybe not, there's a couple of cute people at this table, but I'm glad the cute person at this
I'm
table.
extremely cute.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, I'm glad the cute person at this table opened the show, because the irony of the normal show opener about cute is just off the table.
Yeah, you're like a rugged. You're handsome in the way that Glenn Close was handsome.
He's handsome in the way that Dr. Evil is handsome.
Wow.
Just don't give any rabbits to him.
Yeah, no rabbits for you.
Wow, I kind of want to quit the show now. Thanks, guys.
Well, like after she was doing it, you know, that cartoon heart was pumping out of my chest.
Right, exactly.
She said that, yeah, I was getting the cartoon heart.
Right.
Okay, well, today's iHeartGeek is brought to you by George. You can love him and hug him and name him George.
He's my pretty, and I'll kiss him, and I'll nudge him.
And I'll choke him to death. Oops. Time to get another one.
Once again, demonstrating the resilience of Daffy Duck.
Absolutely. Thank you.
Yeah.
Wow,
Thank you.
we're back on this again. Really?
It's never going to end.
Never. Exactly.
Okay, well, I'm Dub, and I'm your producer for the day, and I guess reading everything first. To my left, the guy drinking some fine Bushmills today. Who are you, sir?
I am Mr. Winchester, and my mother tells me that I'm cute all the time.
Well, I'm glad somebody does.
No, I agree with your mother. You're pretty dreamy. Did I say that out loud?
Thank you. Yes,
Yeah.
you said it out
Yeah,
loud.
so-
And you did it with a big old smile,
I just
too.
did your joke. It was good. I
very
like
nice.
it.
We've been learning a lot more about Jason as these shows have gone on. Okay, Miss Cute Starter to the show. Who are you?
I'm Katie, and I'm totally adorkable.
You absolutely are.
Is that why you got that name on Twitter?
Yes, it's
Is
actually
that still
also
your
my
name?
email address.
There
yes.
you go.
My name is Kaj, and cute is a concept. It's a construction. What can I say?
No,
It's the man trying to keep me down.
No.
So
Before I ever met Katie, I acknowledged your cuteness as well.
Oh, that's
so
true.
You're
Yes.
good.
You are very cute.
Yeah, I'm cute, but I don't know it.
That's what makes you cute. No,
Yeah.
just kidding.
And for every cute, there has to be an opposite. How are you, PB&Jason?
There are those who think I'm cute. A few out there.
One
overall.
librarian.
One librarian.
And that's all that matters, right?
That's all that matters.
Exactly. A couple of twins that I know of. think
Hey,
that
there
too.
we go.
You got
That's
a
all that
cute little
matters.
beard.
You pay them.
Oh, thank you. Yeah, I'm PB&Jason. I'm semi-cute, and I'm great. How you doing?
That was like the most bizarre intro I think we've ever had.
I suppose.
What, all of us trying to justify our cuteness?
Yeah, pretty much.
But that's why
Except for me.
That's why we're on the radio.
I'm like, I'm ugly. You know, I do a podcast. I don't go on YouTube for a reason.
For some of us, it's easier than others.
So
to
that's-
Are
make
you
And
that
saying
have
you
you
have a
noticed
face for radio?
Have you noticed that when we do the live Facebook videos and all that, I'm the one that's filming? So there's a reason for this.
That's why the
'Cause
Phantom
you're
of the
a
Opera music
natural
comes in.
voyeur?
Exactly.
Okay.
Ooh, there you go.
I'm in.
All right.
Okay, so let's actually, before we hit anything, let's talk about what cute is. There's a really bad conception of cute. Some things are definitely cute, and they make $1 million off of them. Some things are not cute, and for some reason, marketers think they're cute, and they scare children anywhere. Furby, anyone?
Teletubby?
Oh, my son was obsessed with Teletubbies.
They're
They
frightening.
freak me out.
I think that there's an overall thing that has to be said first, and that is, quite honestly, cute is very subjective.
Right.
Oh,
It
of
is.
course.
I
It
had
is.
no
It is.
Of course.
So I don't really think there is a universal, except for baby metal. I think that might be the one exception
Yeah,
to the
absolutely.
subjective
They're
rule.
You're
Right.
welcome for think John from California, who introduced to me, but I introduced it to
I-
him.
Actually,
Thank you, John from
Jeff on my
California.
other show introduced me to them, but that's okay.
Yeah, I knew about them years ago. So
Right.
I learned about him 10
when they
minutes
first
ago.
came
and I
out.
love them.
When they were 6 and now they're 12.
Yeah, now they're 12.
Yeah.
No, they burst onto the scene and they become pretty big. They've been playing all of the
I just-
festivals in
I love the band,
Europe.
but I always feel like whenever I look them up on YouTube, I'm going to go on some list.
You're
So
probably
it's
already
frightening.
on those lists. Don't worry
That's how
about
I
it.
feel with the K-pop.
Yeah,
some
Deb
of
showed
those
me
K-pop
this
bands.
afternoon. Deb showed me this afternoon, and
Yeah,
now I'm
you guys-
hooked.
No, well,
They're one of the few things I see cute that when I see them, I'm like, oh, I can't help it. It just
I went
comes
in
out.
and I bought actually one of their songs or a couple of their songs, and I said, okay, and I thought Kaj had heard of them, so I'm like, well, just listen to the music instead of watching the YouTube. He's like, well, yeah, okay, that's really cool. And I'm all, yeah, I just don't feel right when I watch the videos. He goes, what are you talking about? What are their babies playing metal or what? I'm like, oh, you haven't seen it yet. So we sit down and watch like 10 of their videos, and now he's a fan.
And I got here, and you brought them up, and I was like, so it's like babies playing Metallica
The
or
exact
something?
same thing. I'm like, wow.
Like, no.
Yeah,
anyway-
and they tour, and they're supposed to sound
If they come to
exactly
Vegas,
the same.
I'll
when
be
they're-
all over that.
when
That's
they're
so
live.
good.
Right. But anyway, back to the idea of cute being subjective. You know, that right there, I'm sure that all of us here probably have a different definition. And I'd be willing to bet, and we'll see if
Somewhat,
that plays out.
Yeah.
Well, let's look at some of the things that you might want to put together as a marketing team. Let's create something right now that we're going to put into a movie, and it's going to be cute, and people are going to want to buy the toy because it's so awesome, and little girls going to want to hug it and get big eyes.
Big eyes. Yes.
Little wings.
Okay,
little wings.
But we're already
Big
looking at the
eyes.
problem. Furby had big, huge eyes, and didn't they have little wings too?
No.
No.
Okay, but what's going to be lasting with that character? It's going to be their dialogue.
Right.
Well, Porgs had no dialogue, and I think they're the cutest
They're
thing
really
in the world.
cute. They are pretty cute.
I bet you they taste good too.
Yeah,
Hey.
they do. They do look delicious.
Yeah.
They look like you want to dip them in a
Sweet
little
and sour,
teriyaki.
some ranch. Yeah.
See, that's my
but-
rule is I don't eat cute things. So
And that concept, they will, and in doing some research for the show, they will put anything into a toy because they actually, the line of toys that they did for Rocky, through Rocky 3, I believe it was, because, they did Rocky, they did Clubber Lang, but then they did Rocky in a wheelchair. They did
that's terrible.
They did the Rocky bronze statue and sold it as a toy, and they even did the slab of meat
Oh, really?
that he beat up. That was
Well,
a
okay.
toy.
That's not
Okay,
no
but
one
you
would
gotta
argue
wait.
those
But
are
what I'm saying
cute,
is
though.
that they will market anything.
No,
in
wait.
order to sell the
This
toys.
is important. This is an important distinction. A distinction that hopefully is actually starting to not be such a vast gap, and that is, that's marketed to boys.
Yes,
Okay,
absolutely.
Whereas, marketing action figures to girls.
Doesn't work.
No, I'm not. No, it does.
It does.
It does.
It's just it's fairly new. It's not super new, but it's fairly new idea that that girls will not just play with Barbies. Girls will.
We want
girls
the
will
Wonder Woman.
invest
We want
in-
the Harley Quinn.
and the Rays and yeah, exactly.
The Ray for sure. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they definitely tried to change that all with the the Cabbage Patch Kids.
Right.
When they, I mean, that was all of our youth. I believe we're all
Oh,
close
yes.
and same in age. That Cabbage Patch Kid stuff came out.
I loved Kids.
But
And
to your
Munchies.
point about that, and it seemed like they tried to do it and of course failed, where other toys I looked up, they did for Indiana Jones, they had a Marion doll.
Okay.
But you could remove the dress, and it came with the monkey. I don't know why.
Because it was marketed to boys.
Yeah, once again, marketed to boys.
My goodness.
But but then again, at the same time, you also why some of those GI Joes. I mean, why wouldn't the women, want to
Yeah.
get some of the GI Joes?
But cute can also ruin things. Let's talk, for instance,
Teletubbies.
Well, no. Let's talk Teen Titans, one of probably the best cartoons, one of the top 3 cartoons to ever come out of Cartoon Network. Fantastic, gritty, drawn like a comic book, and then they changed to Go Teen Titans Go. And it's cute, and they have the big eyes, and it's all Japanimated.
Well, the
it's
big
cute
eyes-
for younger
And it's
kids,
horrible.
though.
yeah, the
It's
big
for a
eyes
younger
thing is
audience.
because the big eyes draw the attention
Yeah.
of the kids.
Yeah, and then a lot of times,
it
like
ru-
the high pitched voices and the talking really fast. And
But no one
those
cares
are-
about Teen Titans anymore.
Well,
There's a lot of elementary kids who do.
Yeah, do the
though.
kids like Teen Titans
The
Go?
elementary
It doesn't sell as
kids
much.
do.
From
Well,
what I understand, the ratings aren't what they used to be.
Well,
either.
I kind of think it's because we had Young Justice, which was such a
Young
good,
Justice was
Right.
great.
realistic,
Yeah.
like superhero, like Teen Titans-esque type of a show, and they cut that for Go Teen
Yeah.
Titans
Yeah.
or whatever.
And
it
the
was kind
bar
of
was
like-
set so high.
And
Yeah.
that wasn't marketed to us, to be
Right.
honest, where the initial Teen Titans cartoon and Young
Was.
Justice
Right.
were
Right.
are marketed to comic book type.
Right.
Okay,
types.
so you have the marketing to both male, female, but what about to kids or adults?
Well, and
Is
then,
McFarlane towards adults
No.
only for their toys?
but it's more adult.
but that's why
No,
they cost $150.
Well, there's that.
Because a
But
kid can't afford
but then
$150.
but when we were kids, the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I mean, who
Right.
didn't have the Ninja
But
Turtle?
they were never
But they
toys.
weren't cute.
Right.
They weren't
It's
cute.
not the fact that they were cute, but what I'm saying is where you're going to do that marketing ploy for it. I mean, are you going to? Who's your target audience for that?
Well, if we're trying to look for things that are universally cute, I think you run into a problem there because, like Jason said, like we all have different ideas of what is and is not cute.
And to be honest,
I think puppies are cute.
Yeah.
I think little babies with big eyes are cute.
Everything
but at the same
Disney
time,
was.
Was
I think a lot of Disney characters are cute. I'm wearing a Mickey Mouse shirt right now.
Right.
But
it's
I
cute.
absolutely adore BB-8. I think
Right.
BB-8 is adorable.
Yes.
And it doesn't have any of the things that we've already talked about, but I almost want to get into shapes.
yeah.
Rounder shapes.
Well, with the
seem
round
to-
eyes, yeah.
seem to be cuter. The fact that BB-8 is big round. If he was just a square, well, I mean, we had Wally, who was also
Right.
cute, but the big eyes.
Right.
And going back to the Furby, that had the big eyes, but it also had the really hooked beak.
The hooked beak and the...
You might be onto something there.
Well, I was gonna say, for my own personal taste about cute, I never, maybe it's because I was a very typical boy, but I never was into the things that were cute that mainly were girl toys at the time.
Mm-hmm.
Most of the things that I thought were cute usually had something like they were cute by accident. BB-8 is a good example.
Mm-hmm.
BB-8, Wally, they're cute.
Oh, I think he was designed.
No, but they're cute by circumstance because no, I don't actually think that Wally, Wally modeled like, the movie with the other robot, Five. Short Circuit. Okay.
okay.
Johnny Five.
Johnny
Yeah.
Five,
Right.
yes.
And E.T.
Yeah, he was
They're all
E.T.
the same.
and
They're all the
and
same
Johnny
shape.
Five, yeah.
yeah.
So
But
none of them
say
were-
E.T. with my
but
wife,
they-
and she freaks out.
But they were cute by not accident, but like non-traditional cute.
Right.
I guess you'd say.
I kind of feel like I think we're hitting it on the head too, but there's also a certain amount of innocence or naivete, not
Yeah.
necessarily
Yeah.
Gotta be
like
childish.
because babies are cute because they're innocent, nothing has happened to them. But then also like the foolish-hearted, naive kind of like everything is beautiful in the world, and then they see the right like Wally. Wally is like
Right.
that he sees his world. This is what his world is, but he doesn't realize why it's this way. But
Right.
he's just kind of going along through life.
Right.
Right.
So,
And absolutely, I completely agree with both of those points. But what I was saying about like the roundness, I brought up BB-8 because it's spherical. But if you think about things that are traditionally considered cute, big round eyes, round faces, in a lot of cases like round bodies, like Betty Boop.
or like a
Right.
cherub.
They're-
Like something that's innocent.
cherubs.
Ewoks.
Roundness.
Right.
I think that calls
Gizmo.
the eye more than sharper edges
And
No, 'cause he had
small.
sharp
I see that. Yeah.
And kind of
Here's
combined with
the
and
small.
Yeah,
small.
but big eyes.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Like even with Santa Claus, like just jolly, like
Jolly.
somebody. If you're around, if like the roundness of shape, that there's some sort of fun, sort of
Mm-hmm.
jolliness to them.
Right.
Yes.
Well, I mean the Wookiee.
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca. Pardon me.
What?
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca?
My God. Chewbacca. Chewbacca.
The Wookiee Chewbacca.
Chewing
Chewbacca.
tobacco. Chewing tobacco. Whatever. My mind just completely blanked out there for a second. I'm sorry. Chewbacca. Was Chewbacca kind of one of those happy accidents too? Because he's big, fluffy, and how do people look at that
I
rather
don't
than
see
he
him.
was?
Cute, though.
Well, when we get to
No.
my list, I'll tell you.
There you go. But I mean, he was big. I mean, that's another thing you could add in there is big and fluffy.
Yeah,
You know,
furry.
they have furry.
Fluffy,
Yeah, the
fluffy,
Ewoks.
furry,
The Ewoks
cuddly.
were cute because they were little tiny bears.
Squishy.
Right.
Wow, this conversation went way
My
deeper than I
squishy.
thought when I wrote this question out.
Well, we're
You're
talking
welcome.
about, I mean, the universal, Katie did bring up a very good point. The universal rules of cute. She's right. Size,
And innocence.
Winchester with fur, Kaj with innocence. So, yeah, these are, I mean, it is subjective still, but these are kind of the building
need,
blocks.
yeah.
The building blocks.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, well, we'll get back to cute in a minute. Now let's get to something less than cute. We have Fight 2 from Who Beats Who.
And now it's time for a showdown.
very cute.
Okay, on this version of Who Beats Who, we have Drago versus Shredder in a
The
labyrinth.
Siberian bull.
At this is not Carl Drago, ladies. This one is Ivan Drago.
Carl?
You mean
Carl?
Carl Drogo?
Carl.
You said Carl.
Oh, sorry.
All right, so hey, okay, so we both messed up.
Yeah, it happens.
All right.
He's not in the house.
This is Bubba Fett over here, so that's part of it.
Bubba Fett, yeah. With
I never said Bubba
Chewbacca.
Fett.
Chewbacca.
So let's-
Is it Jabba?
Jabba.
Jabba.
Jabba. Well, yeah, if you're from Minnesota, it's Jabba.
Well, they call her Leah,
okay,
Princess
everybody
Leia.
gang up on Doug.
Yo, Jabba.
Okay, well,
Jabba no better.
Wow.
Okay. All right,
Okay, we
let's move
done?
on. I
Okay.
apologize.
Jabba,
Yeah.
not cute.
Wow.
Just so we know.
Well, he's round.
But not cute.
Okay.
Big eyes.
It's more cylindrical.
To start off, we have Facebook and Twitter are both in agreement that Shredder takes this one. So we have 2 votes right off the bat going to the Shredder. Okay, now before we argue our points, let's go around the table and find out who and why.
Okay, first and foremost, Shredder was one of my people, and I just put him out there just because that was one of the first people I looked up without major abilities like we were talking about. But I love Ivan Drago. And
Right.
Sylvester Stallone would have never beaten Ivan Drago. There's no way Shredder's going to beat Ivan
there's 2
Drago.
people in here.
Yeah. So if we go by, once again, what we were talking about before, the rules is it's them, one person versus one person. Shredder, and by everything...
Has weapons.
He has a clause. So
Yeah,
what?
and
Drago
armor.
Drago does steroids. That beats that in a heartbeat.
Drago is a steroid.
But
like a walking steroid.
Shredder always cowers away. Unless he has his vehicle, the Technodrome, or he has the foot soldiers that do all of his bidding. Other than that, he's pretty much a coward.
Interesting.
So
That is
to
an
me,
interesting take.
And Drago, I mean, he's going to take a fight. He's going to take punishment, but he's just going to keep on coming
'Cause
after
he's
you.
gonna break you.
He must break
He
you.
must break you.
He must break you. And you know what?
Even without Brigitte Nielsen there telling him what to do.
Yeah, but I mean, then again, he also proved in the end that it's only him. That he's going to do what he wants to do.
But his heart's on fire, so it's okay.
God, I love the best soundtrack ever. My God, I love that soundtrack.
Awesome.
My vote is for Drago.
I mean, my vote is still for Khal Drogo, but but I'll settle for Drago for the same
Yay.
points. For the same points, I think he's fantastic. So
Okay.
And he's got abs.
abs for days.
I'm gonna switch, my friends. I'm gonna switch. I'm gonna try to give him his due. I think Shredder's gonna take it. He's the leader of the Foot Clan. You don't get to be the
But he
leader of the
can't
Foot
bring
Clan.
Which is just
Clan
like the
with him.
hand, only different.
No. He can. He becomes the leader
I
of the
prefer
Foot
the
Clan.
shoulder
You don't.
personally.
Yeah, he's the leader of the Foot Clan. Like, you don't just become the leader of the Foot Clan. You have to fight your way up to become the
true.
leader. So he's had many a fights, and he has no.
But you also don't become the Olympic hopeful out of Russia
But you're
without
saying,
beating up a whole bunch of people and,
true.
and having a
But
following of
you're
your own.
saying that he's just going to run because it's a fight. No, I don't think he's going to run because of a fight. I think his claws will be a big advantage of him, and if he takes him out, if he systematically takes him out one piece at a time, he's going to go down before Drago does. Now I'm thinking Drogo. So I say Shredder.
Okay.
I think if it comes down to just straight fighting ability, without any armor or weapons, I think Ivan Drago would certainly, not easily, but would certainly win. But I think that the armor and the weapons make the difference because Shredder is skilled as a fighter, even if he isn't actively fighting most of the time. When put into a corner, as everybody's going to be in this labyrinth, he can fight. And he has the claws and the armor, and so he will resist the blows of Drago, and he will inflict more damage.
It is unfair that Ivan doesn't have weapons.
Yeah,
Just
steroids.
everybody else gets to
That's
have
a weapon.
weapons.
McMahon didn't have weapons.
Yeah. McMahon
McMahon brought his
didn't have
money.
weapons.
Well, Ivan has his boxing gloves.
But real quick, let's not forget that Drago is also in the military and has that military aspect too.
I'm not saying that he isn't straight up a better brawler. I'm just saying
But
that the
military tactics.
Yeah, but I'm just saying that the weapons are the difference maker in this battle.
Okay.
For sure. So Shredder.
Now, to be fair, I want Drago to win. Sad thing is, he's not going to. Shredder, he has armor. He has the Wolverine type spikes that he's wearing at all times. Let's take that out, okay? Now, Mayweather versus Conor McGregor.
Oh, no.
Wait.
Come on.
Now, you put them in the boxing ring, and Mayweather's going to take him out. You put him in the octagon, Mayweather's got 4 weapons, while Mayweather has 2. Drago can throw a lot of punches, yes, but freaking Shredder is a ninja. He's trained every part of his body to kill you. That's a big freaking difference. Now, and I think Drago is the more interesting fight. He's funner. I think it'd be funner to make him go through, but I can't put him through on this.
It would almost come down to if he gets a lucky punch too, like if he can connect to him hard enough,
right in the
knocks him
chest.
out.
Enlarge his heart, put him in the hospital.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he's got, even without his weapons and his shields, he's got more weapons on him than.
Just real quick, and I'll make this fast. Even if Mayweather went into the octagon,
which they're going to,
with McGregor,
bad.
If you give Mayweather chance to train, Mayweather could beat him because he's just that kind of athlete. I believe so.
I don't buy it.
I think
we
so.
will see. We will see.
I think so.
And you're coming over to watch it.
I'll put money on that one.
I'll bring my dad over and we'll yell.
But what I'm saying is that if you give somebody that amount of time like him, if we're going that route, then it doesn't matter what you originally know. It's just who's gonna fight to win. Drago is gonna fight to win.
But you're not being trained to fight for anybody individually in this.
No,
you are dropped in with these with this other person without knowing who you're going to get.
Yeah.
So
and Shredder usually has his foot soldiers, and Drago just has his own.
Do you think he's not training constantly?
Yeah, he might be.
He's a ninja.
He might have given it up after he got the foot soldier, but whatever.
Okay,
yeah.
No, before we count up the votes here, did anybody change their vote?
No.
Shredder.
Well, yeah, you changed your vote.
Ivan was on my list, and I just went coattail.
So on a 5-2, it's going to be Shredder. Negan made the last round. We'll see who makes.
He's my guy, and I don't even want him.
Wow, you're not Jason at all, are you?
I'm not. I love Drago.
No, and honestly, I mean, if you gave him metal gloves, if we would have given him some weapon, that would have been awesome.
He would have
Gladiator
annihilated.
If he had
Shredder.
if he had spiked gloves or something, I would have changed my vote.
Yeah, I would have
He
too.
didn't.
All right.
Or if Shredder would have been armorless, I would have changed
Okay.
my vote.
All right.
Definitely.
Or armless.
Or armless, exactly.
And playing for Def Leppard. All right. So I'd like to talk a little bit about our sponsor that we have now for us. And they are a company, Ecosia. They're an alternative to Google. Basically, they are a search engine, but they have benefits with their search engine.
Okay, the benefits being when you do a search, they will not just take the profits from ads and put it back in the corporation or pocket it. They will plant a tree.
That's awesome.
Yes, that's very cool. So they have been doing this for a while, and they've already planted over 20 million trees so far.
That's nothing to sneeze at.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, and they usually choose biodiversity hotspots around the world where the value will be the greatest for the environment and the communities. They also employ a tree planting officer who ensures that the project is actually taken care of and the continued care of the trees and the project leaders on the ground.
Can we talk about that for a second?
Very thorough.
Yes.
That's amazing. Just the fact that they have somebody that's actually watching, that it's not a
It's a marketing
remember
ploy.
when they did the what is it, carbon offshoots or whatever?
Yeah.
When people would just say, okay, well, no, you give me your money and I'll put a carbon offshoot. No one knew what that meant. There was no regulation. They actually have a set regulation, which I think is amazing.
Well, yeah, absolutely. And it's not just a marketing ploy. They actually want to do something, and they're actually using something that everybody uses daily, search engine, to help the environment.
They're very transparent. They publish monthly financial reports and tree planting receipts. They're privacy friendly.
Which we all need.
Yeah, we all know it's on our search engines.
Individual personal data, including their search engines, it's your own business and not anyone else's.
They really want to try to do 1 billion trees by 2020. So with 20 million already for a little while now, I think they should be able to make that by 2020.
Definitely. So there's several ways that you can get to them. They do have an app. I saw their app actually in the Apple store, so that's one way. And they do have a website, the https://ecosia.co, and then if you do the / and then geek, that benefits us because it shows that we are driving traffic to their business.
And we give you guys a free show, so yeah, do this for us.
Yeah, and it's time to heal and regenerate the world's forests and the communities affected by deforestation. It's free. You're going to search the web anyways, and why not plant a tree while you're at it?
Exactly. I like trees.
I like air.
I like trees and air.
I like trees and air.
And I like freaking hammocks.
And I like hammocks.
I like hammocks.
Yeah, we're former sailors, so we definitely
and
like
I like
hammocks.
tree houses.
Yeah.
I love tree houses.
Well, and shade. Which
yes.
trees
Apples.
will provide.
Ooh, apples come from
apple
trees.
Yes, they do.
So we asked this before. We should ask it again. Let's make sure that they realize that we are a biodiversity area that
Vegas.
could definitely use some trees.
Absolutely.
So if you're listening, which we know you are, come on out here. We'd be glad to meet your officer and see some trees.
And in the show notes is the actual link to the to this website. Download it from us. Helps us out. You're stupid if you don't, and I don't want to be your friend if you don't download it. How's that? Or I'll be your friend if you don't, whichever one is the worst for you.
Yeah, that one. Do the second one.
Okay, our favorite researcher type, Mr. Winchester, researched some stuff for us because...
Thank God, because we never do.
Yeah. Well, because I didn't research the game show, so therefore he researched this, and he's saving my bacon right now. So why don't you tell us about what you researched about the cuteness with the toys and stuff?
So we're gonna go basically some of these cuter toys that they were actually toys first, and then they actually made them into a movie. So they were so popular as toys, which... right off the bat, everybody already knows that they actually made a Barbie movie. Mm-hmm. So, they, on top of that, a Lego movie, which upon release, 2014, it had the record-setting box office, already.
I don't know if I ever thought of Legos as cute, though.
Because they're angular.
But they could be put together in cute ways.
Exactly. You
true.
can make anything out of Legos.
True.
I mean, seriously.
Like Kitty Kitty.
Right.
There's Trolls. Everybody remembers those little dolls with the funky
That's
hair.
kind of the so ugly they're cute.
Yeah, absolutely.
Going down that aisle there.
Absolutely, and they didn't really have a whole backstory to it, so they made it for the movie. You have the Care Bears.
Right.
Yep.
Everybody in their Care Bear stare.
Right.
So. Probably one of the more cuter things that you could probably make into a movie besides My Little Pony.
Oh, I love them.
Oh yeah, they were first, weren't they?
They were toys first.
They were toys first, yeah, and then they made the movie. I myself have not seen this movie.
Well, so did you run across gummy bears?
Have they made gummy bears into a movie?
Well, it was a TV show.
Was it really?
Yes,
I have
it's a
not
Saturday
seen that.
morning cartoon.
And
they
I don't know
had
how they
super
get
balls.
to screen because you need them all before.
Right. They ate super.
They had
fruit or something, and then they'd bounce like a super ball.
They drank.
And my mom
bear
saw that
juice.
description, like they're talking about drugs. No,
that was on the same time as like Shirt Tails and all.
Yes,
those other ones.
Shirt Tails. That's another
I
one.
loved Shirt Tails. Yes.
How creative was that show?
That was great.
Seriously,
it was great. I
It
wish
was.
that one would come back.
You had Raggedy Ann and Raggedy Andy.
Well, from the 20s, I don't think they could make a movie before that.
1977.
Yeah.
Is when they actually finally made it.
When they made the show.
Yeah, of course, they kind of did their little parody side to the Cabbage Patch Kids. They made the Garbage Pail Kids, which I was a very huge fan of.
Worst movie ever.
I don't know. It's kind of up there with Master of the Universe.
I would rather watch Master of the Universe
But
twice.
we're going back to Dolph Lundgren.
With Ivan Drago.
And his abs.
And he lost again. Oh.
No, he won.
Sorta.
Maybe.
I like Masters of the Universe. I'll just say it every time.
Are you kidding me?
No, I liked it.
Then you got a few of the Super Mario characters that they did into a terrible movie.
So bad.
But yeah, I mean, that's
with
just kind
Captain Lou-
of.
What a waste of Bob Hoskins and John
But
Leguizamo.
they just announced like a couple of days ago that Nintendo is actually making a Mario movie now.
I'm not-
CGI.
I'm not
CGI.
okay
That's how
with
they
it.
should do it.
I'm
Yeah,
not
that's how
okay
they
with
should
it.
do it.
I'm done. They burned me once with Captain Lou. They burned me twice with Bob Hoskins. I think we're done. I think we're good.
I think it's going to be good because it's going to be DreamWorks. It's going to be people
the right
who did
way.
Shrek
Well,
and-
it is you, and you are Mr. Positivity.
Yes.
But
So
I'll
I mean,
watch
obviously, Disney and all their figurines and everything. They actually talked about like the movie Cars, while not like a box office success in the way that Pixar was.
Right.
Their toy line is probably one of the most profitable
From the Pixar line, absolutely.
You know, and who doesn't want one of those little toy? I mean, my boys have all the Cars stuff.
Yeah.
well,
I am
how,
saying,
how
right.
big was the toy line off of like Gremlins?
It was huge.
Everybody-
Everybody
I had
wanted
my
Spike
little-
and Gizmo.
I had my little
Right.
gizmo
Oh,
right next to my strawberry shortcake.
Spike scared the crap
fit right
out of
in
me.
there.
I'm not gonna lie. It's like no, I'm good.
Yeah, Spike was cool.
Yeah.
But no, I mean, same thing. And then you had the Ewoks.
Yeah.
You know, that Star Wars made.
Right.
So tell me, would you count my little or my buddy on that with Child's Play? Because that was technically a cute toy.
It was,
But
and it's actually in my list.
the movie really
It
wasn't
make
made.
your list? I'm sorry.
Of
but
course,
the
Chucky.
movie wasn't made to sell my buddy.
But
dolls,
people did.
so
They did.
They did.
Adults, kids didn't buy it
Your kids are
anymore.
like, nope.
Yeah.
But, okay, now talk about some challenging marketing. They took a doll that was marketed as a doll to boys. Wow.
Thank God they didn't make a Kid Sister movie.
Well, and that was
They
the
did
one
a-
that you could take it by the hand and it would walk with
Yeah.
you. And I had it.
Oh,
when-
that's creepy. No,
I was
no.
actually.
I
I was bought for me
remember
when
those,
I was
yeah.
like 3 or 4, and I did it. And the first step it took, I turned around and decked it and never touched it again.
Yeah.
Oh
You
no.
literally made my skin crawl when you were
Right?
just talking
I
about
know.
it.
Child's Play 6, Big Sister.
Yeah,
Oh.
there we go. Yeah, because I think
Here,
they
Max, you
made
hear
a-
that?
I am in. No, because Harvey Weinstein won't make that anymore.
Harvey Weinstein isn't making anything anymore.
Well, license plates.
Apologies.
Yeah.
License plates, I like that.
Okay, so let's move on to our final event, the main event.
Now it's time for the main event.
Okay, so for our top 5 event today, it's kind of weird.
I have
the
like 7 or 8 on my list.
That
so.
doesn't surprise me even a little bit. We're doing our 5 cutest characters in any medium. This can be real things, fake things, drawn things. Yeah, people that come on the show and say, "What I love this" or whatever it was. Yeah, whatever it is that you think is cute.
Katie.
Says the guy who has a Tinkerbell.
Right.
That's my wife. Shut up.
That looks
So-
like it's on your shelf, bud.
Whatever helps you sleep at night, Dub.
So Katie, just make your
Tinkerbell.
number 5. Katie, just make your number 5 8 through 5.
8 through 5. Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, there you go.
Jason's the master at doing that. Okay, so I'll start with my number 5. I feel kind of guilty about this now that I look at it. But my number 5 is Webster, Emmanuel Lewis. Because my kid, he's terrible, and it was on his birthday. It said, "Oh, it's Emmanuel Lewis's birthday. He's like 42 or whatever." And he still looks like he's 8. So he's like, I can just imagine him on the set of the TV show, and he was 16 years old, and they'd only let him have 6 candles, even though he was 16. And he just, "Happy birthday!" And I'm like, oh, that's terrible.
You just made me
Yeah,
sad.
that's so
is
cute.
This
I
sad
thought this
or
was a cute
The
show.
thing was, he was 16 and he still was so cute, and I feel guilty about thinking he was so cute. So yeah.
What, Gary Coleman didn't want none of that, or
No,
what?
Gary Coleman got too big and creepy.
What you talking about, Winchester?
Yeah, that's the problem.
Yeah,
he like Webster stayed like
Yeah,
was
because
like
he
a
had
forever
a
puppy.
disease.
Okay, Winchester,
Okay.
what's your number
Forever
5?
puppy.
Okay.
I am so going to hell.
Okay. Mine. All right, my number 5 is going to be the movie Home Alone.
The whole
Absolutely.
movie?
Okay.
The Home
first
Alone
one.
The first one, absolutely. I
Macaulay
mean, you
Culkin.
you had the little boy who, you know, the cute little kid who stayed home.
Not so cute
A
anymore.
tiny little sociopath.
Yeah,
Yes,
tiny
he's
little sociopath. Yeah, absolutely. But you know, I mean, that was a marketability for it. You had this little kid, you know, who everybody loved in America, and then you know he repels the robbers and all these devious
wet
ways.
bandits.
And he's so ingenious with his the plans he devises and stuff.
So
Absolutely.
Macaulay Culkin, I gained a little more of an empathy toward that idea with, in Uncle Buck and in Home Alone, because my son John is very similar to him at that age.
Oh, wow.
So there's a
You ever hit with a paint can?
no, he doesn't. He's not so psychopath, but he's cute like that. So
That's
yeah.
nice.
I gotta say this. I was listening to a podcast that he was on. I forgot which one it was. I apologize. But he apparently did a couple of wrestling gigs, and there was two guys that came in and they did the whole paint can burning, all that in a wrestling
Cool.
ring. Like, because for years he wouldn't talk about the movie. He's like, I made more money than God. Why am I hiding from this?
Right.
So I'm, you know what?
Need
Respect
something
for
to
him.
support that.
Respect
that
for him
topic.
for at least saying, okay, you know what? Thank you guys. Let me give back.
Might as well.
Okay, so for my number 5, I'm going to have to sort of narrow it down to a basic category, and because there's so many adorable ones of the Pokemon. There's Eevee, there's Togepi. I think Pikachu's cute.
Take a peek.
Oh, my same son,
Jigglypuff, they're so
son
cute.
John would just be in love with you right
I
now.
love
My
them.
kids love it. I cannot get
When
into it.
my youngest was 9 or 10, he told me that when he grew up and had a little girl, he was going to name her Togepi. And I'm like, I really hope that you meet a woman who will not allow that, but I get it because Togepi's so cute.
Yeah, my son John came up to me and said, "Dad, do you know who you are?" I'm like, "Who?" He said, "Snorlax."
Oh.
I'm like, "Yeah, that's actually pretty accurate. Thank you."
Get out of my room. I'm going back to sleep.
Can we now change his name on the show to Snorlax?
Works for me. No, go ahead.
Then
Snorlaxing.
we're getting sued.
All right, so my number 5, since I'm an anime fan, I'm going to go with one little cute character in Sword Art Online called Yui. She's basically in the game. There was a wellness program that was in the game, but once it went awry, they kind of locked it up and secured it. But she got out, and now she is like this cute little, probably like a 5 or 6 year old that tries to help out everybody that she possibly can, but she attaches to the two leads and starts calling them mommy and daddy. But then later on in season 2, she turns into think of like Link with the sprite, with the fairy sprite. That's what she is, and she's just little adorable. Like if another girl comes up to the lead, then she's like, no, she's mommy. He's like, don't leave him alone. Like very protective, very innocent, naive.
I'm sure if you've seen this, it's cute, but hearing you explain it is sounds like a sociopath waiting to happen.
We're going to talk about your number 1, all right?
She's-
I know we are.
I will say she is the cutest glitch, and up until then, I always thought Vanellope was the cutest glitch, but Yui is an adorable.
think of
adorable.
Vanellope
She's like
from
a Vanellope,
Wreck-It
but,
Ralph, yeah.
but more innocent.
Most of my lists you're going to see are cute, but also circumstantial. It'll come clear. So anyway, my number 5. Long before there were ever Ewoks, there were Jawas,
Yes.
and Jawas were again cute because they were little and all that, but they were also very efficient little desert scavengers, and they were marketable. They were really cute in a very in a non force it down your throat way that I think the Ewoks kind of were. So Jawas.
Nice. My number 4 are the most delicious looking thing in the world. Porgs. They're cute.
They're cute,
Come
but
on.
you don't eat them.
They're cute.
I
They
don't
look-
eat cute things.
I do. They look absolutely delicious.
They're adorable.
But they're so cute with those little eyes. Like, why are you eating my
They're
friend?
they're small, they're round, they have great big old eyes,
and I
right?
completely agree. And they're furry.
And that scene with Chewbacca where he looks up at him and gives him that sad face. Oh, cutest thing since the Puss in Boots one in Shrek 2. With the big eyes. So cute.
No, I think the porg was actually cuter. It just felt so real at the moment.
It's adorable.
Are we done talking about The Last Jedi now?
No comment.
Porgs.
But the
What-
greatest
what-
Star Wars ever made. I'm just kidding. That was a joke.
Still
Don't
don't know
stone
what
me.
movie
That
that
was a
is.
joke.
Don't
Still know what
stone
movie
me.
that is, but okay. Look, I'm just gonna preface this real quick. I got a real disconnect with cutesy things, and that's just not trying to be like a male or anything like that. I don't know. I couldn't come up with a whole lot of different things. So what I did come up with was Garbage Pail Kids.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I mean,
they're
they were
cute.
they were an offshoot of Cabbage Patch Kids, obviously the extreme offshoot. But
I don't think
mean,
they
it
were
was
happy with that.
No, I don't think they were either. Thank God they never made an actual doll. It was just basically.
I would have bought them.
I always confused them with Sour Patch Kids when I was younger.
Nice.
Ooh.
I did. But yeah, Garbage Pail Kids. I mean, witty and funny to me, but also had that cutesy side to it. So
It's fun watching you fidget around in your chair while you're talking about this.
He's uncomfortable. He's uncomfortable that he liked the cute.
So, cute is not my thing, but...
well, all your minds would tell you I played with Barbies once.
What?
Yeah, from the ages of 9 to 17.
I used to pop my
Last
Barbies'
week.
heads off, and
Well,
I burned
you-
down my Barbie's dream house
See,
when I
there
was
you
7.
go.
Okay, there we go. Excellent.
So I'm
not a psychopath.
Too. And that, piggybacking on your porg and the BB-8, just there's a lot, and the Jawas. Star Wars does cute, even though you don't think of Star Wars as cute. They do cute very well throughout the whole series.
There's
for
more.
sure.
There's more from me from
absolutely
creation.
for
So
sure,
yeah.
So I'm going to go with my next one would be since we're talking about little and cute and fun little voices, I would say Yaki Doodle.
Who is that?
Yaki Doodle is this little bitty bird as a Warner Brothers character.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Little bitty bird that sounds like.
Sounds like a duck. Is that what we're?
I believe she's looking for you to make an impersonation.
He won't do it. He won't do it for me.
Oh my God.
Yeah, it sounds like Donald.
like that.
Taj, I love you so much right now. As everyone gets a little uncomfortable.
I'm just grinning over here.
Happy soon to be wife. Happy soon to be life.
Well, that little peek into your personal life just now was
cigarette.
nice. I like that.
I spoil you.
That in itself,
and I deserve it.
that in itself was cute.
All right.
So I'm impressed.
Yeah, so Kaj is my number 3 and 2. There we go.
My number 4 is an actress that I've been acquiring for quite some time now, Ruth Connell, or Rowena from Supernatural.
And you get to meet her in just over a
I'll
week.
get to meet her in a couple of weeks, yeah. And she plays Rowena in the show. She's a big grand witch that can kill anybody with a thought. But if you actually see her, she's legitimately 4'1".
Like she's shorter than me, which is a feat unto
impressive.
itself.
Super teeny tiny, and just I've been watching her
Scottish,
videos.
adorable, so sweet.
Watch her Facebook videos and her Twitter videos. She is just like the sweetest woman I've ever seen in my life. So I cannot wait to meet her at the con. Yeah,
I like her. She's cool. All right, my number 4 is a tie, but I think it's okay because they're from the same show, and that would be Appa and Momo from Avatar: The Last Airbender. Momo was little, the flying lemur, and Appa was the giant air bison, and they were again cute, innocent, and awesome. And did you ever see the episode where
I think I know what you're talking
where
about.
he talked?
Not when
Even
he
though
talked.
Aang hallucinated him talking.
No, I just remember, and I was mad. I was legitimately mad when Appa got stolen.
Yes,
I was mad.
I was
I'm
mad
like,
too.
No.
Yeah, where is he?
Right.
Yeah, exactly. We need Appa back.
Yes, absolutely.
So that's number 4.
So my number 3 is something that seems to be taking the internet by storm lately, and that's baby goats. I can watch these videos all day. I don't know if you saw the latest one.
You mean when they get scared and just fall over?
No, not necessarily that.
That's what I like.
There was one that, you
so
would.
mean. You'd love that in Iceland because you could walk up
in
to them
pajamas.
and they'll do that.
And then, you know what I'm talking about. Oh, dear God. It's like, I can't stop. God, let me stop. And it's just so awesome.
And I love baby animals like baby pigs and everything, but the baby goats, I
don't know
love
what
how
it
it's
is.
taken off, but yeah. I've got a friend who raises goats, and she'll send me pictures, and I just start squeaking. That's the fun thing about being a girl. We're free to squee.
I wish I
you
could
can be in
squeak.
public and be like, "Oh my God!"
I know. See, freedom.
Free to squee.
Like,
Oh
hey,
my God.
Why don't you squeak for us?
Give me one little squee. Come on. Yay!
That was good.
Well done, Chester.
Can't you bring it
No.
out?
All right,
Pour him
hold on,
another
let me-
scotch. He's gonna be okay.
I'm gonna do a
Our-
part. I'm gonna do
our
a party pump real
sportscaster,
quick.
guys.
A little party pump. My number 3 is gonna be King Joffrey. What? It was a cute king.
Oh, that was amazing.
Okay.
Thank you for that.
No, my real number 3 is it's gonna be specifically Clyde from Every Which Way But Loose, or Every Which Way
the
But Loose.
orangutan.
Yeah, the orangutan.
Right turn, Clyde.
But then any of the orangutans that they put in movies, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back.
I think it was the same one.
Yeah, it probably is. But
There's just
yeah,
the one
I mean,
that keep
it's
passing
how cool is that you got a friend who's an orangutan and then you just tell them right turn and they knock somebody out.
Well, I have a friend
It's
that's a PB&Jason. It's kind of the same thing.
yeah.
Yeah.
Right turn, PB.
I'll just go left instead.
He only knows left.
I only know left in this case, right?
So yeah, Clyde from Every Which Way But Loose. Good stuff.
Number 3 for me is really sort of, it's back to being sort of an idea of just the characters that are just, and Disney and Pixar do this great, the characters that are just happy and positive no matter what's going on. Like, you have your Princess Anna, you have Joy from Inside Out, you have Dory, you have them, and it's their personality, not just the way they're drawn, but their personality that makes them cute, because you get happy with them and you want to protect them and you get scared if something bad's going to happen to them.
Right.
So yeah, that's my number 3 is just like the ones that are just happy and positive and
The innocent, the naive.
yes.
Right.
Yeah.
And the ones who make the best of every situation.
Right.
Right.
Those
Very
are
good.
those are my role models.
Nice.
Awesome.
All right, me flipping that coin. my number 3 is a Looney Tunes classic character, Mr. Marvin the Martian. Just because he is just his ego is
He's almost
so
cooler
big,
than
like
he's cute,
he wants to
But
destroy
he's
the
adorable
Earth because
too.
because it obstructs his view of Venus. But then you look at him, he's like 2'3", and you're like, I just want to pick you up, put you in my pocket. You're just a little evil minion. I
Little
love
body,
that.
huge head.
Yeah.
Awesome. I like that pick.
Where's the kaboom?
That reminds me of that meme I once saw about cats. How cats imagine themselves God's perfect killer, but humans continue to ruin that image because we keep picking them up and
Right.
kissing them because they only weigh 8 pounds.
Right.
Yeah.
Yep, absolutely.
So yeah.
So
Marvin
you're
the
saying
Martian.
Marvin the Martian's like a cat?
Yes, actually, there's similarities.
Do not give my cat one of those.
Like
little
rose
laser
guns.
No.
All right, my my number 3 is a cartoon character again that would not consider himself cute, but by circumstance he is, and that is Perry the platypus from Phineas and Ferb, who is
I'll give you that.
who is a platypus when he is disguising himself as their pet, and is a secret agent
Platypus.
secret agent platypus when he is being himself. And he's very action hero, but being that he's really only a 1.5 feet tall and blue and furry
And a
all
platypus.
that, and a platypus. He kind of works to be accidentally cute a lot of the time. So that
Makes
is my number
sense.
3.
So my number 2 is, I had to do a tie because I thought of this and I'm like, I can't not put this on. So part 1 would be Michael Jackson when he was part of the Jackson 5.
Oh, very
That was
adorable.
adorable,
Very
be
adorable.
honest.
Yes.
And then, what is it? Master Chef Jr.
Okay.
I said it right this time.
Master Chef Jr., yeah.
Yeah, oh my gosh. Those talented freaking little kids that cry when they lose is like heartbreaking.
Which is
And can we add in how adorable Gordon Ramsay is with the little kids?
yeah,
It's
all
all
three
right,
of them, all
darling.
three of them.
And he's
You're
just so
stupid. He doesn't say that.
He's so
No.
sweet to the
No,
little.
he's very sweet to the
Oh no,
kids.
darling, come here. Like,
The way it
he's
should be.
So sweet.
And
Yes.
like
and
in
I
the-
think that's closer to his personality.
I think so, too. He's a teddy
the-
bear.
In the later episodes, you see that they actually let 2 of them go instead of 1 because then they're not singling out one
Yeah.
kid, because you could see it like it just rips their heart out that they're losing, So
I don't mean to be a killjoy, but I really hate kid reality shows. I mean, in general, I just hate the fact that I think it's just exploitive.
I think that's one of the
What, you
very
mean that
few
little
that I
one where
don't
they-
think of that way.
The little
with
beauty queen
MasterChef.
ones? You don't think that's good
Yeah,
for
Any-
Toddlers
society?
and
of them.
tiaras. I don't like any of those, but I Master Chef
Those
Junior
people
is one
should
of
be
the
Well,
that I
because
would
he
not
treats them
consider
so sweet,
exploitative.
because he treats them
Yeah.
so sweet, I would almost
well-
agree with that, but
Well, cooking is innocent, but when you
Yeah.
have them
Yeah.
up there parading like in those little, those
That
people should be
pisses me
put in
off.
jail.
Yeah, we don't
The
do any
dance-
of that
the
stuff.
dance
Yeah,
moms, all
yeah.
that
I
crap.
would never consent to have my
Right.
children
That's
do
more of a
something
game
like
show
that.
than a reality
Yeah,
show to me.
absolutely.
I
That's
think
just
I
terrible.
think that's where the difference would come in.
Right.
I agree with you.
right. It's cool.
So I'm gonna go kind of in the same vein as Kaj, but Pinky and the Brain.
Oh, nice.
Or Pinky.
Narf.
Or Pinky and the brain.
I love that cartoon. My God, that cartoon was just awesome. It's mice trying to take over the world.
Trying to take
No,
over.
A mouse is trying to take over the world.
Yeah,
the other one's just
the
like,
other one's
okay.
just he's just
What are we going to
Yeah.
see tonight, Narf?
yeah, snarf.
Very, very trend
One's a genius and
setting.
the other's
Actually,
insane.
for several cartoon, but odd, frantic buddy cartoons
Yeah.
that came after. Yeah.
Yeah.
Very trend setting for sure.
Do yourself a favor. Don't ever watch scientifically accurate Pinky and the Brain. It'll scar you for life.
Oh, really?
Oh yeah, I'm gonna stay away from that.
Now I got something to do tonight.
Yes, you do.
There's certain makeups I won't wear just because I know they test on animals. Like I don't think I could watch
Don't
that.
watch scientifically accurate Pinky and the Brain.
He's repeating what I should never watch. Okay, I won't.
Scientifically accurate on YouTube. Don't go there.
I'm not going to. And I won't
Anybody.
allow anyone to make me watch it either. So my number two is I really have an affinity for all of the little chibis. I love the whole, but they made an offshoot of the anime Ruby, and they have Ruby Chibi, and one of the characters, who's like a amazing heroic character in Ruby, is Blake, and she's this little girl who plays with yarn like a cat and everything, and she is so adorable that I literally get squeaky every single time she's on the screen. It doesn't annoy anyone ever.
I don't believe that.
No.
As I see Kaj's face, like, yes, it does.
Just batting the ball around. It's hypnotic. What can I say?
Cute.
My number two is one of my ultimate favorite side characters from Final Fantasy. If you've played the game, you know this one, the Tonberry. It's a turtle without a shell, but instead of a shell, he has like a monk robe on, and he has a lantern. And then in his other hand, if he gets close to you, he'll stab you with one hit, and then you're dead.
Oh, okay.
So you have to beat him before he gets to you. But when he's walking, he's just so innocent. Doesn't have a mouth. He's just so innocent and adorable. And all of a sudden, stab. And I'm like,
Nice.
Like, if I'm going to die, then, hey,
What a way to go.
At least it's an adorable character that's stabbing me.
How
What
was
can
I
say?
told earlier that Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles weren't cute? That's the whole
Nobody said
heroes in
that.
a half shell. When we
Nobody
were talking
said
about
that.
the toys. They weren't. We were.
Oh, yeah, the
It
toys
wasn't
are
in
not
the. It wasn't in the
kids.
direction
And
of
they
cute.
were teenagers, not the Tom
Yeah,
but they were
baby.
mutated
This little baby.
and probably on steroids.
That's,
Okay, don't ever watch scientifically accurate Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Don't watch it. It's on YouTube. Don't watch it. Stay away from it.
You're a bad person. You should feel bad about yourself, though.
It's awesome.
My number two character mentioned earlier, actually, and that'd be
Chewing tobacco.
Chewbacca.
Really?
chewing a race car?
Chewbacca. Yeah, chewing a race car.
That was Chew Jetsons.
Right. No, I didn't.
Okay, what makes Chewbacca cute in your mind?
Well, dogs are cute, and he is basically a bipedal
7-foot tall dog.
man. And, I mean, he's also strong and loyal and fierce, as dogs can be too. I mean, he's basically cute the way a big dog is.
So if we're gonna throw him in there, so can we use as an honorable mention? Throw in Barf from Spaceballs.
Yes.
Sure.
Yes.
Absolutely. But yeah,
I'm
Chewie's
my own best friend.
Chewie's a big dog, and big dogs are cute.
Okay.
Outstanding. My number one should come as no surprise with how much I've been gushing over them lately is Baby Metal.
Yeah.
What?
They're so adorable and so kick-ass at the same time. Jason actually coined
Infants
that.
playing with little
So
drum
right.
sets. It's great.
No, I introduced two of our panel today to Baby Metal today. They are so good.
It's just babies playing metal.
It's one of those things that I had to stop watching on YouTube because I feel like I'm getting put on some kind of watch list. And I ended up buying their music on iTunes because it is so good. You can listen to it without seeing the visual of these little 12-year-old girls singing J-pop to metal music that would make Dream Theater drool.
Right.
They're
really phenomenal. Yeah.
Wow.
Nice.
Sorry, I think I took everybody's thunder on that one because I know Jason wanted to throw out that.
No.
I know you're not a fan.
Well, no, I've never said I wasn't a fan. I'm just not. But no, you didn't take the thunder out of that because I'm going Hanson as my number one. No, I'm not. No, stop. I'm just kidding. I'm just joking. I'm actually going Chucky as my number one.
Nice.
So good.
Are you trying to get your man card back?
I don't have a man card. It was taken away from me.
Chucky.
Yes, Chucky.
Child's Play.
Yes.
The murderous
How is
doll.
that cute?
Chucky. I guess when he is in
How
murderous
was
space.
it not cute? It was a
He is
doll.
actually
Are you saying,
really
did you
cute.
have that doll?
I think no. I don't know if I did. No, we didn't have that one.
Okay.
Or maybe I had one of the
You had
action
that many
figures.
dolls?
We won't talk about that on a family-friendly show. But no, Child's Play was intended. This is one of
Gross.
those things. It was intended to be, cute, in the same vein possibly as Home Alone. Hey, cute kid, whatever, cute doll. But it's a murderous doll.
Well, there's a murderous gangster.
Did
inside
anybody
the cute
find
little doll.
Child's Play to be scary?
I did.
No.
The end.
At the time,
I
I
didn't
did.
either.
The end is the only part that scared
No.
me when I was a kid. It just,
Yeah,
yeah,
I can see that.
scared me.
Yeah. No,
the rest of it,
to
I was
me,
like,
it
oh,
was-
this is
it was
a-
comical.
oh.
Right.
It was comical. But I mean, the same way you could almost make the clown from Poltergeist a little comical.
Yeah, but
No,
was,
no, you can't.
Oh,
no, you
dude.
can't.
Yeah, that was a little-
So
guys
much
are
Tim
serious.
Curry this week. Oh my gosh.
Oh, I
The
love
clown
it.
So
from
much Tim
Poltergeist
Curry.
is horrible.
That's
No.
That's it, not Poltergeist.
No,
Yeah.
he said the clown
I
from
didn't- I
Poltergeist.
didn't
You
say
cannot make that
Poltergeist.
cute.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can't make that thing's horrible and should never be in a child's bedroom ever. That's disgusting. Take it away. Okay.
Clowns are
Like
cool.
scientifically accurate. I'm just kidding. That one doesn't exist. But scientifically accurate DuckTales. Don't watch that one either.
Oh my god.
Ooh, I
Or
love-
Chippendales Rescue Rangers. Scientifically accurate. No, bad.
Okay, I'm not watching anything scientifically accurate at all.
It's what I'm saying is you need to watch this
You have
stuff
this
now.
rotten little
It is
mind.
so horrible.
No.
Sorry.
Right, I'm steering this back to just plain adorableness. Okay.
Thank you.
My number one is my girl. We were born the same year. We've grown up together. She will always be my homegirl. Hello Kitty.
Oh, nice.
Never mind. I'm just kidding.
And scientifically accurate Hello Kitty
So-
is my spirit animal.
How much did that make you
best
flip
friend.
out when you saw that on the Ant-Man Wasp trailer?
Lots of flappy. I might have squeaked, but probably not. I'm pretty
she
sure I
squeak?
No,
didn't.
you squeaked.
Yeah, maybe a little bit. I know there were flappy hands and possibly a squeak, but you
I
can't
never
prove
got
anything.
the appeal. They're not. It's not really cat. It's an alien, right?
No, she's
No,
a
it's
girl.
a girl.
Oh,
She's a girl.
It's supposed to be. It was supposed to be a cartoon cat for a long time, but then they just announced that it's
It's a
actually
girl.
like a little girl.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
why?
I don't know if it's in a costume.
Yeah, I think
Yeah,
it's
she's in a
yeah,
costume.
when
Yeah,
it
she's a little girl in a
Okay.
costume.
Yeah.
Oh.
She's just a girl who likes cosplaying.
When I looked at the Hello Kitty after that,
mini
and I was
furry.
kind of like, huh, okay, I can actually see it. So that was an
She's
interesting
adorable. Born in 1974.
revelation.
Likes cosplay. Is a kitty. I mean, come on. She's
Wow.
what's not to love about her?
I
Exactly.
we will never harp on anybody else's fandom.
Good.
I just
good.
don't get it.
That's
I-
okay. You don't have to get it.
I-
But if you watch the scientifically accurate,
If you start watching these, we're gonna talk.
I was gonna say
shan't.
I'm allergic to cats, so I figured I'd be allergic to Hello Kitty too. But now that it's a little girl, I wouldn't be allergic.
There you go.
There we go.
The
but
store-
you'd end up on a watch list.
Probably. Probably.
No
If I'm
Hello
not on
Kitty
there,
or Baby Metal. Just yeah.
All right, so my number one is one of my favorite Star Wars characters of all time from Return of the Jedi, Salacious Crumb. He is uglier than sin,
Wasn't
but when
that
he
shaved
laughs,
Gonzo?
it's maybe or shaved Kermit. I don't know what. Or
Well, no, one of the rats from Muppets in Manhattan.
Oh,
Maybe.
yeah.
Light the lamp, not the rat. Rizzo.
Yeah.
Well, that was the same voice as
That could have been a
Gonzo.
cute movie.
I'm not
cute.
sure. I'm
I
not sure if
think
that
it was.
Well,
We got to look that up.
yeah, we'll look that up later.
Bad
but yeah,
facts on
like you look at it and you're like, I
iHeartGeek.
don't know if I'd like that, but then he just kept laughing. He's almost like the Nelson from Simpson. Like,
Oh, that's a good call. I like that.
And every time he laughed, I just crack up, and then I just
He's like
learned
a
to love
chihuahua.
him. Yeah, yeah,
so ugly,
totally.
it's cute. Yeah.
My number one is a tie.
Oh.
Katie May is on my number one list. But also
Wow.
from
Wipe your nose, bro.
no.
Note that I wasn't
You know what?
unconscious.
I've never seen so much brown that far off.
You know
my
what?
face.
Ignore Katie. Ignore all of them.
Hey, we didn't do honorable mentions, so
Oh,
Hold on, I'm going to scoot over here.
all right. So, but my number one in line with thinking about BB-8, actually my number one is R2-D2. Again, cute by circumstance.
Yep, the original goat, man.
Yep, and really, when you get down to it, the one who saved more butts in Star Wars
true
than,
hero of
than
it all.
anybody.
I don't know about cute because I have a feeling that if you actually knew what he was saying in the beeps and the boops, he'd be.
Here's the thing. No. Here's the thing.
You'd probably be saying that. I've been saving you guys
Here's
this
the
entire
thing.
time. Somebody needs to help me out.
Now you think about this, especially in Star Wars, where he had the most beeping dialogue,
right?
And you did know what he was saying. I remember things like if you go to like Return of the Jedi, when C-3PO's like, R2, what are you doing here? And he's like, do. He's like, well, I can see you're serving drinks, but little things like that,
Sarcastic.
Yeah, sarcastic and kind of innocent, like, no, I don't think he likes you. No, I don't like you either. I mean, he
got that exactly right. By the way,
He really did.
When you see a movie 6 million times, you hopefully will.
Just saying, why don't you know that about Boba Fett?
When C-3PO like kicks him like on Tatooine, he kicks him away and he leaves him, and they go their separate ways. Like, what I think R2-D2 is saying is not what everybody else thinks he's saying.
Well, then you go back to like Yankee Doodle, where it's like,
no more of an adult version.
Yeah, Joe Pesci. Yeah. You're gonna go down that way. You go that way. You mother. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's
right.
Yeah. No. Well, I mean,
there's definitely some F words flying
sometimes
around.
Sometimes it's weird when you can't understand them when they're talking.
Didn't 3PO like call him a trash compactor or like kicked on a trash can or something? Yeah. Not a good friend.
No.
I would have loved to see like R2 and like K2SO square off because that would have been hilarious.
Yeah,
that would have been fun.
And not to mention your cute little guy zapped his cute little guy.
Ooh.
He did. That's right.
Oh,
so
throw down
we're
at the
connected.
R2-D2 is a jerk. That's what he is.
Right.
Yeah.
Murderer.
Absolutely.
An honorable mention: all the guys from Time Bandits.
Yes.
You're welcome.
Including Sean.
And the emails are piling up. All right.
Oh, I already got it like 1.5 million from the Emmanuel Lewis comments. I apologize for that. Not really.
So I said cute was subjective, proven very much so in this list.
I would say so. Yeah, for sure.
Cool. That was our show, guys. Check us out on the website, www.iheartgeekshow.com. Use the com. We paid extra for it. Check out the Twitter at iHeartGeekShow. Is there anything I'm missing? You guys are all so adorable. I could just sit here and watch y'all forever. We need a YouTube channel. No, we don't. So, yeah. Okay. I guess that's it.
So we can watch scientifically accurate podcasters?
Oh, we need to watch that and do a reaction video with Katie. Oh. Next show idea.
You just want to hear the high-pitched noises that can come out of my mouth, don't you?
So until next time, I'm Dub.
I'm Mr. Winchester.
I'm Katie.
I'm Kaj.
I'm PB&Jason.
Keep on geeking on.
You've been listening to iHeartGeek. Our Twitter account is @iHeartGeekShow. Hope you enjoyed the show.